Welcome to today's broadcast of the Lumberjack Cup Pee Wee A Championship game here from Stillwater, Minnesota. I'm Tony Scott. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's game. Anticipating a big audience from those up in the Upper Peninsula, the Yoopers, tuning in to watch the Marquette Wildcats take on the Minneapolis Storm here from the St. Croix Rec Center here in Stillwater, Minnesota. The junior Wildcats got here by winning their first two games and then tying Osseo Maple Grove last night 1-1, and then having to play them again as a result of one team being the champion, the other being the wild card. They played again this morning to a tie, and the junior Wildcats won in overtime 5-4. Minneapolis Storms had a very similar route. They went 2-0-1 in their pool play as well, and then defeated crosstown rival St. Paul this morning 5-1 to get a berth in the championship game. The Storm are led by Nick Anderson, who's got 8 points so far in the tournament, 3 goals and 5 assists. And the junior Wildcats are led by Landon Carpenter, who's got 9 points, 7 goals and 2 assists. Teams are warming up down in front of us here. In just a minute, we'll go to a national anthem starting lineup. So when that's completed, we'll get the puck dropped and ready to go. We'll take a quick word from our sponsors while that's taking place and be back here from St. Croix Rec Center in just a minute.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
About 4 years ago, Wicked Rags changed my life. I am a mother of 3 hockey-playing children. The Sock Jock is amazing. It allows children to get dressed on their own and be independent in their hockey career. When you average 3 to 4 practices a night, and this product saves you 5 minutes getting dressed and getting undressed, you do the math. I highly recommend it and think it's incredible.
4 years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to 2 churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region. All right, we're back from the anthem. You can see the junior Wildcats strapping it on down there. They took their helmets off for the anthem. Gotta love that. They're pumped. We're pumped. We're pumped you're here. I'm Tony Scott, founder of Youth Hockey Hub. Excited to have a little north-south battle. We got some Metro City kids from Minneapolis taking on some Yoopers from northern Michigan. The Marquette Wildcats, puck dropped. Thiesing gets it on the draw for the Storm. Quick shot save, Nievhoven right off the bat, 10 seconds in. Storm come out like a rocket. Shot, first block shot for Marquette. Quick shot. That one flies over the nets. Parker Nievhoven with the save. 2 already today for the junior Wildcats. Held in by Minneapolis. Anderson, Thiesing shot, pad save, Nievhoven. 3 shots in the first 30 seconds for Minneapolis, trying to set the tone early. We talked a little bit about Landon Carpenter a second ago for the junior Wildcats. He now takes the ice, number 16. Holding the zone. Here he comes, picks up the puck on his backhand, feeds it off the stick of Marsalek. First shot on goal for the Storm. Very, very fast-paced game here in the first minute. Puck's down low in the near corner, fed in front. Marsalek can't get his hands on it. Picking it up for the Wildcats is Sheldon. He can't control it. Now Minneapolis comes back. Dumping it in is number 6, Jack Anderson. As they try to penetrate the zone. Now retreating for Minneapolis is Schroet. Jack Schroet, the younger brother of Mikey Schroet, a goaltender who played Pee Wees last year for the Minneapolis Storm. Holding it in now are the Wildcats. Holding it in is Owen Cardinal. Cardinal can't get his stick on it. Now bringing it back is Thiesing. He's called for offside on the blue line. 11:49 gone left in the first period. 3 14-minute periods. No resurfacing between the periods. We'll go about an hour and a quarter game. Out of the gate, here come the Wildcats. This is number 8, Menard. Luke Menard. He's got 3 goals and an assist already, and we get our first penalty of the game. This one's on number 12 of Minneapolis, Murray Stebbins. And the Wildcats will go on the power play. That's Menard on the faceoff. Picked up by Thiesing. This is Robeck out to center. Dumps it in. Man, this Minneapolis team is big. Across the board. Not any small guys at all. That will take a toll on a team after a while. Now here comes Potolny. Owen Potolny crosses the checkered line. Nice feed. Center feed cutting in. Shot. Pad save Marsalek. Great feed by Potolny right onto the tape of Gephardt. And a pad save by Marsalek. Down low, that's Robeck battling. Back to the point. Here's Renier. Shot in the corner. Potolny feeds it in front, taken away by Thiesing. We'll call his name a lot. Raking it out for Minneapolis. This is Krasen. Gets it deep. Retreats back. Menard flips it into the zone. He'll change it up. Chasing it down is Moore. Bowden Moore for Marquette. Feeding it down low. This is Pond. Pond holds it, feeds it to Moore. Moore battles down low below the cage. Belkowski now On the hash mark shot. 2 big saves by Marsalic. Chipping it out. It goes out and comes back in. Good call by the referee. We have a Big Ten official refereeing today's game. That's Nick Bradshaw down on the ice. Talked to him before the game. He said he's done the Gophers 4 straight weeks until this weekend. He had with Notre Dame, Penn State, North Dakota, and again at Ohio State. Always good to have the president of the officiating crew here on hand, officiating the 2 most important games, the 2 championship games, single A and double A. Fed in front, intercepted by Nick Anderson. Anderson will bring it out. The Storm are now full strength. Anderson all the way, goes to his forehand shot and a goal. Nick Anderson picks up his 9th point of the tournament, his 4th of the tournament, his 1st of the game. It's 1-0 in favor of Minneapolis. Nick's 2nd year as a Pee Wee for the Storm. Played last year in the Founders Cup for the Storm. And they lead 1-0. Just seconds after the Storm had come full strength. Almost a shorty, but not. Here's Anderson again. Holds it. Feeds it to the point. Gets it back, sliding it down low to Anderson. 2 Andersons, no relation. Jack Anderson back to the point. Shot on, deflected. Another pad save by Niehoven. Back onto the tape of Sheldon, in and out of the zone. Offside call, 8:44 to go in the first. Minneapolis leads 1-0 on a Nick Anderson goal. Face off in the neutral, won by Minneapolis. They dump it into the zone, chasing it down from Marquette is Labonte. He clears it out onto the stick of Van Bellinger. Van Bellinger slides it over to Schroet. Schroet gets it in deep. Chasing it down is Kleck. Kleck's got a nice little toe drag, goes around, shot! Pad save, Niehoven. Collecting it now for the Wildcats. Now through traffic, cutting in. Backhander, nice save there by Marsalic. Holding it in for Marquette is Labonte. Through center, knocking it down, holding it in. For Marquette is Menard. Now Chronic. Chronic crosses the line, makes a move. Shot. Hits off a skate, goes wide. Picking it up for Marquette is Rear Near. Rear Near gets it. Sends it all the way around the sideboard, but held in by Minneapolis. Now cleared. Icing waved. Picked up by Robeck. Robeck, dangerous play, cuts through some traffic. Now takes it wide. He'll face 2 Wildcats as he gets pushed to the outside. And we're going to get a trip on Minneapolis. And Thiesing disagrees with the call. And he goes down for a trip. And 6:56 to go. In the first, Wildcats led their second power play of the game. Coach Dan Michelson talking to the officials. And I think we're going to get a misconduct call too, maybe, on Thiesing. I'll have to hear the call. Through traffic. Slapping it on net. Saved. Nievenhoven. We'll wait for the penalty call on Thiesing. It's a big call because Thiesing takes a big part in what they do. Good play in front. Steered into the corner by Van Bellinger. He'll chase it down. Carpenter after it. Picked up by Schroet. Schroet bangs one off the wall to Naughton. Shot. Trickles through traffic. Saved by Marsalek. Held out. Nice play. A second hold in there by Bink. Yep, as I thought he was called for a misconduct because there was some explanation given to the coach, and the referee came back to the bench to explain to him what he had done wrong. So Thiesing will be out. Here's Carpenter weaving through a couple different Storm players. He gets it back again. Quick shot. That hits Marsalek. He has no idea where it was, but he had pinned it against the net. And there's 58 to go on the power play for Marquette. On the face-off is Menard into the corner. Battling for it. That's Patolny. Picks up Menard. Menard holds it. Cuts through a couple. Taken away by Anderson. Anderson bangs one off the sidewall. Gently, not to ice it. Feeding it high to Patolny, picked up by Minneapolis. This is Stebbins. Stebbins to Van Bellinger. Banking one off the wall. Trying to gain control. They can't. Here's Anderson. He's trouble. Takes it wide. A little poke check there by Marquette's Gephardt. Back to the point. Holding it in, playing 4-on-5 and controlling the play are Minneapolis. Now bringing it out. This is Cardinal, 1-on-3 as the Wildcats get a change. Into the skates of Pond. Pond gets it, fires one towards the net, deflected by their own teammate. Marsalek grabs it. And we get a whistle with 4:43 to go in the first. Minneapolis leads 1-0, and now they are full strength. Kleck on the draw, wins it back. Van Bellinger can't clear. Picked up by Pond, fed in front. Backhander knocked away. Slapping at it. Oh, can't get it out. Slap shot on. Deflection. Nice play there. Little slapper there by Labonte and a tip by Balkowski. Labonte rings it around to the half wall. Onto the stick of Moore. Moore feeds it back as the Wildcats slowly get pinned to their own zone. Outlet feed picked off. Here come the Storm back. This is Robeck. His shot's blocked. As the Storm now will battle some troubles with having Thiesing out. I believe Thiesing's a D, which will throw off some of their pairings, I'm sure, for their coaching staff. There's Chronic. Shot. Back to the point. Shot by Stebbins is blocked. Dumping it in now and getting a line change is Belkowski. Sheldon forechecking for and back checking for the Wildcats. Good play there. Picking up is Anderson. That one goes out of play with 3:13 to go in the first. Minneapolis leads this one 1-0 on a Nick Anderson goal. Face-off one. Picking it up from Marquette. This is Bink. Bink feeds to Carpenter. Carpenter can't control. The Wildcats had 17 goals in the tournament. Carpenter was involved with 9 of them. There's Schroet. Crosses the line a second after John Crossan had already crossed the line. We get an offsides with 2:43 to go here in the first period. Minneapolis gets the draw. Crossan battles, gets it. Little mini rush here. Shot. Blocked there. Nice play in front by Marquette's Moyer. Crossan gets it now. Losing it. Out to center. Chasing it down is Robeck. Full change for the Wildcats. Robeck makes a couple decisions. Feeds it out. Intercepted by Naughton. He gets it deep to Anderson. Anderson to Crossan. Battling with Potolny down low. In front. Shot. Pad save. Nevoven. High shot by Anderson. That one's deflected wide into the corner. Chasing it down is Anderson. This is Jack Anderson. Puck goes in offsides after the Wildcats had entered. See Owen Potolny on the lineup card for Marquette. His dad, Grant, and I did some camps together down at the University of Minnesota during his days. Greetings to Grant and his family back in Marquette watching the game today. Shot on Nevoven. That goes out of play. The Wildcats split with the number 1 team in the nation last night. Last weekend, they beat Minnesota State Mankato. Last night, 5-2, I believe. Wildcats playing some good hockey. They're one of the 2 or 3 teams, I think, that could give Mankato a run later this March. And another penalty on Minneapolis. Minute 17 to go. In the first, Wildcats get their 3rd power play of the first period. See if they can convert. This is Anderson. Outlet feed to Kleck. Kleck gets it deep. Off the wall, holding it in is Robeck. Dane Robeck. A lot of good defensemen on this Minneapolis team. We put together a best of article at the end of the tournament. They could be the best decor we've seen here in either A or AA. Goes wide into the corner. Here's Lemire. Lemire gets it down low as the Wildcats try to get something set up, established on the power play as the clock ticks down. 20 to go in the period. Here's Kleck. Crosses the checkered line. Lofts one in on his backhand and gets a change as we come down to 10 to go in the period. Long feed onto the stick of Belkowski, and that'll do it for the first period here from the St. Croix Rec Center. Minneapolis leading 1-0, trailing in shots 7-5. We'll be back from a word from our sponsor in just a minute here on YHA. We're back for the second period here from the St. Croix Rec Center. I'm Tony Scott. Thanks for tuning in to today's game. Minneapolis leads Marquette 1-0 after one. Marquette on the power play for the third time today. Chronic gets it, crosses the line, battles some more, taken away now by Marquette. That was Labonte. Crosses the blue line, enters the zone, fires one through the blue paint, snagging it out of midair is Minneapolis goaltender Luke Marsalik. This is the third Minneapolis game I've seen, and he's played in all three of them. There are two goaltenders, Griffin Simpson as well. We don't track goalie stats, so I wonder if he's played all the games or if this is his every other game. We don't know. Little clock malfunction here. There we go. Getting it down low. This is Marquette's Sheldon. Feeds it to Pond. Slipping around. No, this is Sheldon, sorry. And this is Sandstrom. Sandstrom holds it. Gets it back to the point. This is Moyer. Flipping it up and out of the zone. Chasing it down now for Marquette is Bink. Intercepted by Anderson. Anderson flips it up to Cruz. Hudson Cruz can't control it. Now a long pass. That's going to be icing. On the misfire for Marquette was Kyle Moyer. Tried to go on the long bomb. Couldn't connect. 12:37 to go here in the second period. Minneapolis narrow lead, 1-0. Intercepted. This is Anderson. Murphy now for Minneapolis in front. Anderson with a one-time chance. Puck's loose. Golden opportunity in front of the net for Jack Anderson. Nick Anderson was wide open and just at the last second was defended nicely in front of the net by Owen Patolny. Shot on low, it's in front, Anderson. Taken away. Bringing it back now for Marquette. This is Gephardt. Gephardt lowers the shoulder, feeds front, knocked away. Picking it up for Minneapolis now. This is Murphy. Murphy shot, chance, oh, one-time pass, Anderson to Anderson. Nick Anderson robbed by Parker Niehoven. What a great little setup there on his pads. All green and gold on those CCM setup. Pretty sweet. Ripping it around for Marquette is Lucas Rierner out to center. Backhanding it out is Crossen. Intercepted by Belkowski. Now weaving their way through. There's Kleck. Kleck all the way out and in. Puck crosses the line before he lost it right at the blue line. Offside call. Flipping it up. That's Labonte. Pinched down on the boards. And now picked up by the Wildcats. Dumping it in. Is Pond. Nice defensive play, picking it up for Marquette is Moyer. Now Minneapolis back. Crosses the line. Poke check by Bink. He stays with it. Crossing, feeds it high slot. This is Schroe with a wrister. Blocker save into the corner. Now picked up by Naughton. Naughton knocked away. Naughton, good poke play to Crossan. Becky went off the wall, but held in nicely by Schroet. Anderson thought he had somebody. Feeds it far corner, picked up by Marquette's number 25, Sandstrom. Sam Sandstrom. Chronic feeds in front, poking at it. It's loose. Oh, nice goal. Nick Anderson goes bar down on a loose puck in front, made it look easy. And Minneapolis takes a 2-0 lead, his second of the game. Nice pass there by Chronic in front. Somehow puck slipped through the pads of Niehoven right onto the stick of Anderson, and he makes it 2-0. Chronic and Cruz get the assists. Anderson, his 10th point of the tournament. Minneapolis now a commanding 2-0 lead in what's been somewhat of a low-scoring game so far. Both teams have put some nice points on the board. Coming into the game, Marquette had 17 goals in 4 games. Minneapolis had 18 goals. Gephardt, pinch down low. Great effort there by Kleck, Dawson Kleck. Banging low after it. Here comes Carpenter. Carpenter feeds Sandstrom. Now chasing it down. This is Sandstrom in low as the Wildcats get a change. Battle continues with 8:40 to go in the second period. Shots even 7-7. Now bringing it out is Van Bellinger. He's picked off the last second. Held in by Jack Anderson. He flushes one off the glass. Here's Gephardt. Gephardt to Ptolemy. Losing it. Now getting it back into the skates. This is number 12, Stebbins. Gephardt gets it back. Gephardt goes long with it. Intercepted by Naughton. Naughton to Crossan. Crossan bumped off the puck by Gephardt. Gephardt spins off the play. Intercepted by Menard. Menard's feed goes around and all the way down, picked up by Roback. Roback feeds Naughton. Naughton pokes it. Now has a chance for a 2-on-1. Cutting in. Anderson on his backhand. Glove save, Niehoven. That's a big play there. Nick Anderson had a little mini break there. From our angle, Anderson looked offside. Carpenter can't control. Knocked off the puck. Chasing it down is Menard. Held in. Menard will get a change. Chasing it down for Minneapolis with Stebbins. They get a whistle with 6:58 to go. in the second period. Tune in for the game after this one. It's the AA championship. White Bear Lake and Stillwater, crosstown rivals. They also met in our Big Pumpkin championship game. What does that tell you? Two good hockey teams that border one another here in Minnesota. Sweeping it around is Schroet on the half wall. To Cruz. Cruz feeds it back. This is Chronic. His puck feeds through to Kleck. Kleck gains the zone. Kleck, wrist shot. Blocker save. Held in by Schroet. He'll fire one nice and low. Deflected. Down low, Cruz. Cruz to his backhand. Feeds it in to Van Bellinger. Off the skate. Nice hold in. Here come the Wildcats back. Wrist shot, blocked. That was Pond. Now Cruz goes cross rink, intercepted by Carpenter. He's dangerous. Cuts through, backhand shot, backhand save, and a goal! Guess who? Landon Carpenter has arrived, and the Marquette Junior Wildcats have cut the lead to 2-1. An ill-advised cross-rink pass by the Storm turned into a turnover and 2 shots on goal. And finally, on the third attempt, Landon Carpenter's able to punch it home to cut the lead to 2-1. Here's Carpenter again. Lowers the shoulder. Feeds it in front. Sheldon got the other assist. Couldn't make out the second assist. Now Sheldon comes in again. Cuts in, and we get a trip. On number 16, Dane Rollback takes down Sheldon, and the Wildcats have some life. For Carpenter, that's his 8th goal and 10th point. He and Nick Anderson are vying for the scoring title here. Here's Patulny. Down low to Menard. Menard with it. Behind the net. Holds it. Feeds it. High slot. Wrist shot. Blocker save. Marsalik. Nice save there. Oh, good tip and a good save by Marsalik. Picking it up for Minneapolis. This is Murphy. Intercepted. Cutting in. This is Bink. His shot is saved. Van Bellinger feeds it to Schroet, but held in. Nice move here. Another nice move. Goes to the backhand. Glove save. Nice hands there by Kyle Moyer. .437 to go in the second. The game is definitely heating up a little bit. Shot on, another glove save by Marsalik. And just like that, the Wildcats have had 6 shots on goal in like the last 2 minutes. Stebbins can't clear it. Shot on. Now the Wildcats seeming to settle down a little bit. Back at the point. This is Gephardt. Down low. To Patulny. Trades pucks with Cardinal. Patulny back to Moyer. Patulny's got it low. Feeding it in front. That one pops up in the air. Front shot. Marsalik. Great chance in front by, going short side high on that one was Moyer. Now fed front, taken away. Banging one off the sidewall. was Naughton, Riley Naughton. Here's Patolny. Loses it at the last second, and now the puck's in the neutral zone, crossing. Holds it at the red line, feeds it in. Now Minneapolis is full strength. Oh, geez, almost in their own net. Feeding it around. There's Carpenter, knocked off the puck. Here's Chronic. Rollback shot, ping pongs through into the corner. Kleck now, down to Chronic, good hands. Feeds it through, steered away by Nievenhoven, held in. Good movement by Minneapolis now as they contain the zone. Patolny gets that one, golfs it down, icing waved off. Wildcats looking for a change. They do get it. Now there's 4 of them just racing into the offensive zone like a Chinese fire drill. 2:27 to go. Wildcats contain the zone. Shot toward the net, deflected, covered up. Nice deflection there by Marquette's Jack Pond, who's been all over the puck today. 2:20 to go. Shots on goal now. Huge advantage for the Wildcats, 16-10. Nick Anderson wins the draw. Back to Stebbins. Stebbins clears it up to Murphy. Murphy to Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson takes it wide. Shot. Save any of shot in front. Big save there by Nievenhoven. Through the skates. Murphy finds Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson to his backhand, stops. Taken away. Here comes Marquette Sheldon. Sheldon gets it in deep as the Wildcats try to hold his own. Sandstrom. Back to the point, held in on the hash mark. Now bringing it out, and this one could be icing. Waved off, no, they do call it. 1:05 to go in the second period. We'll take a short break. After the period, we'll also announce our tournament MVP. At the end of the game, as well as hand out the trophies. Stick around here on YHH. Rear gets it in. Chasing it down is Sandstrom. Sandstrom in front, good chance, and in! Guess who? Landon Carpenter from behind the net! And the Wildcats tie the score with 36.1 seconds to go in the second period. Carpenter's 9th goal of the tournament, his 11th point. And now the Wildcats have all the momentum. Moyer tries to get it in the zone. And now back the other way. Here's Thiesing. Cuts through, loses it, gets it back, goes backhand, save, pinning it under his pad is Parker Nievenhoven with 11.5 to go. Thiesing back in the game now. Will play a big role for his team. Nick Anderson on the draw. Gets it. To the high slot. Bangs one off the wall. 3 to go in the period. That'll do it. We'll be back here for the third period. Tie score between Marquette and Minneapolis after a word from our sponsor.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
About 4 years ago, Wicked Rags changed my life. I am a mother of 3 hockey-playing children. The Sock Jock is amazing. It allows children to get dressed on their own and be independent in their hockey career. When you average 3 to 4 practices a night, and this product saves you 5 minutes getting dressed and getting undressed, you do the math. I highly recommend it and think it's incredible.
4 years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to 2 churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. All right, we're back live for the third period. 14 minutes to go. Scores tied 2-2. We will leave with a winner. And if all goes well, we won't leave in a shootout either. We got a lot. Oh, front! Oh, big save! Menard, I thought that was in the net. Marsalek takes one away from Menard. 13 seconds into the period. Here's Chronic. Greasy hands. Slides through, gets it to Kleck. Kleck gets it back to Chronic, taken away. Now Menard shows off his hands as well, almost crossing the line with it. For Marquette was Cardinal. Now a chance. Cutting up Bink. Bink on the backhand. Bobbling it is Marsalek, but saving it nonetheless. There's Kleck. Nice feed. To Cruz. Cruz gets it in, needs a change. Gets it deep. Feeding it through, now chasing it down for Marquette is Pond. Pond gets it. Onto his stick. They try to get it in front, taken away. There's Chronic. Now Marquette, long pass. Picked up by Belkowski. His shot saved by Marsalek and smothered with 12:27 to go. I had a big line of roasts for Grant Petone, but this game's been so back and forth. All I can tell you is that Grant, I don't have time. Oh, we'll get back next whistle. I got a good roast on him. It'll be fun. I'm only speaking in facts. I'll let the readers decide who the best Petone hockey player was. In the corner. Chasing it down from Marquette is Sandstrom. And there's Sheldon. Feeding in front. Chance for Sandstrom. Taken away. Here comes Jack Anderson. Feeds it to Murphy. Murphy takes it wide. Wrist shot goes wide. Roback holds the zone on the stick of Nick Anderson. Taken away by Jack Anderson. Now back the other way comes Carpenter. Now Van Bellinger with it. Rogan Van Bellinger. Here's Jack Anderson. Great gains the zone, offside called just as it got on the stick of Luke Menard. Okay, all right, Ryan's younger brother of Grant Patulny, drafted in the 3rd round. Grant was drafted in the 5th round, okay? Ryan Patulny had 118 points for the University of Minnesota in 3 years. Grant had 116 in 4 years. You decide. You decide. Back to action. Schroetz's shot is blocked. This is Menard. 2-on-1 with Van Bellinger. Takes it wide. Nice play by Menard. Taking off the play. One-time chance in front for Belkowski. Good defensive play by Van Bellinger there. Good wheels by Menard. Here's Van Bellinger. Holds it. On the stick of Naughton. Naughton dangles through a couple Wildcats, gets it around. He took the long way, but he definitely got it out of the zone. Nice play. Taking it back is Crossen. Crossen on the hash mark. Back feed to Thiessen. Knocked off the puck. Good back check there by the Wildcats. This one pops into the air. Dangerous play into the corner. This is Bink. Tries to get it out. Barreling down low is Belkowski. Good. That one just picked up. Icing called. There was a little skirmish back behind the play. One referee was watching that, and the other referee was a little late to the call on the icing. It was icing. 9:52 to go in the game. Score tied 2-2 between Marquette and Minneapolis for the Lumberjack Championship Trophy. It's a big log with an axe on it. Not even a cup. Here's a chance. Belkowski racing in. Holds it. Shot. Puck pops up in the air. Shot. Another save by Marsalek. He can't get on top of it. Now the Wildcats on the forecheck. Hold the zone. Backhanding it in. Nice play there by Bink. Quick shot. Knocked down in front. Picked up by Roback. He'll calm the ship. He'll bring it out. He'll race it up for the Storm. Crosses the line. Holds it some more. Now he looks a little lost down there in the offensive zone. Holding it is Van Bellinger. Puck bouncing around. Eventually all the way out. Roback will chase it down. He pulls up with it. Looks for Chronic. Chronic loses it. Van Bellinger now dumps the zone. Long pass to Carpenter. Picked up by Schroet. Jack Schroet looks to go along with it. Now the kids are getting longer passes. As the game rolls on, the passes are getting longer and less accurate. Sometimes the game gets more crisp. Right now it's getting a little sloppy on both ends. Right to the point. Back to center. Carpenter. Feeds Sandstrom. Picked up by Schroet. Schroet to Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson always looking for Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson crosses the line to Murphy. Lost in his skates. Taken away by Carpenter. Carpenter to Sandstrom. Now Carpenter. He's dangerous. Cuts to his forehand. Here he goes. Shot. Where'd it go? It must have been went over the net. I thought for sure that was the hat trick. Here's Anderson. He's looking for a hat trick of his own. Nick Anderson. Nice little slide pass there. Out to center. Knocked down. Bringing it in. This is Stebbins. Stebbins knocked off the puck. Dumping it is Jack Anderson. Nice feed in front. Nick Anderson, it's almost like the game is slow to him. He's just so methodical about his play. Carpenter now. Rears up the engine, takes it wide on Stebbins. Stebbins poke checks him off the play. Uses his body well. Looking to find a man in front. Fed in front, shot, saved. Stebbins loses his stick, but kicks it out of the way. Murphy wheels past Gephardt. Murphy gets it in the zone, and the Storm get a change. Exciting game. 7 minutes to go. Sweeping it around, holding it is Van Bellinger. Out to center. Chasing it down now is Schroet. Icing waved off. Nice catch and release pass there by Crossan. Crossan to Thiesing. Thiesing gets it wide. Loses it in his skates. Battling down low. Off the skate. Now a chance. Here comes Menard. Menard holds it. Tries to backhand it through the crease to Patolny. Patolny can't get his stick on it. Now Thiesing will bring it back. Bangs one off the wall. Skates hard after it. This is Bink. Bink chopping down. And another penalty on Thiesing. Thiesing going to have another trip to the box, his second of the day. Called for body check. Six minutes to go in the game. Score tied 2-2. On to the power play. Here comes Bink. He's in front. No one home. Picked up Moyer. Nice little toe drag. Intercepted by Cruz. Good play there. Icing waved off. Held in by Cruz. Belkowski gets it up to Pond. Pond gets it taken away. Dragged down, no call there. Rollback dumps it in. Now breaking it out is Bink. Bink to Pond. Pond, slap shot by Belkowski. Held in by Moyer. Picking up is Van Bellinger. Van Bellinger to Cruz. Hustling down low, Sheldon. Sheldon tries to feed front, deflected away by Van Bellinger. Making one off the wall. That one gets past the stick of Rainier, and we're going to get an icing with 35 to go on the penalty to Thiesing. 4:39 to go in the game. We will play overtime. And I believe we go 5-man overtime, 4-man overtime, and 3-man overtime. We do not want a shootout to end this tournament. Do whatever we can to avoid it. My theory on making that rule was if you can't score in 12 minutes of overtime, you deserve a shootout. But we just don't want to end it in a 3-man or 3-minute shootout. See if we can end it here earlier than that. Shot, pad save, Marsalek. Back to the point, Moyer. Rainier holds it in. Now fed in front. That one caroms off the stick. Now Minneapolis full strength. Fed down low. Catching it is Thiesing. Thiesing takes it wide. Fires it. Save. In front. Taken away, Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson in front. Thiesing chases it down with Patolny. Midfield flow. Front. Now bringing it back is Carpenter. Carpenter. Rashad. That one catches Marsalek in the head or very high in the body somewhere. And it goes wide, held in by Patolny. Battling with it. There's Robeck. Held down. Moyer feeds it in front. Denied. Gets it back. This is Menard. Gets it back to the point. This is Lemire. Lemire's feeds it, goes out of play with 2:54 to go in the game. Overtime looming. Score 2-2. Lots of people tuning in now. After the game, we will hand out the tournament trophy, tournament MVP award. Wonder if there's a little discussion there. I don't know what that one's about. Score tied, 2 minutes, 48 to go. Center feed to Kleck. Hunting it down is Chronic. Picked up by Marquette. Here comes Gephardt with a shot over the net. Fed on, knocked down, held in. Fed towards the net. Marsalic steers it wide. Wildcats almost doubling up the Storm in shots. Poked away. Here comes Kleck. He races towards the center. Gets by 1D. Kleck goes to his backhand. Slap shot. Save Nievhoven. Held in by Van Bellinger. Now the Storm with a chance. Here's Chronic with a shot. That one's deflected wide. Picked up in front. That one goes through the skates of Chronic. Banging it is Van Bellinger. Good hustle by Pond. Chasing it down is Belkowski. He gets it in. Now Chronic with it. Dangles. Goes through a couple. Gets it deep. And intercepted by Carpenter. That's knocked away. Carpenter gets it back. Carpenter has 2 already. Looking for number 3. Slides it across to Sandstrom. Sandstrom now. To Carpenter. Back to the point to Moyer. Moyer shot. Popping up, stopping, shot, ping-ponging around in front of the net. To no avail. Back to center. Moyer. Knocked down, Bink gets it in. Chasing it down is Carpenter. They battle for it, Carpenter gets it. Quick shot, pad save, rebound, it's all open. Now, the other way, here comes Nick Anderson on a mini breakaway. Just loses it the last second. 52 to go in the game. Slap shot. Fanned on by Robeck. Could it all end here? Robeck down low. Holds it. Has a shot. Save. Knocked out of the air by Anderson. Fed in front. In front shot. Oh, that hit goalpost. Aaron Murphy feeding it in front. Now back the other way. 30 to go in the game. Could this be icing? It's rolling on its side, and it does make it down with 23.2 to go in the game. Marquette calls timeout. To set their defense. I'm going to go check on the rules for playoffs. I'll be right back in just a second. The Meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region. All right, we're back. The referees and the tournament officials getting themselves squared up in case there's overtime. 5-on-5, 5-minute running time if there's overtime. No winner, 4-on-4. 4-minute running time. No winner, 3-on-3. 3-minute running time. 3-minute running time. Anderson in front, backhand. Goes just wide. Held in by Murphy. Offside called. Just crosses the line with 10 seconds to go. Through the skates. Carpenter's got it. Cuts into his forehand. Shot. Loose. Pad save Marsalic. And that'll do it for regulation. We'll take a 2-minute break so the teams can rest up for potentially 12 more minutes of running time hockey.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
About 4 years ago, Wicked Rags changed my life. I am a mother of 3 hockey-playing children. The Sock Jock is amazing. It allows children to get dressed on their own and be independent in their hockey career. When you average 3 to 4 practices a night, and this product saves you 5 minutes getting dressed and getting undressed, you do the math. I highly recommend it and think it's incredible.
4 years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to 2 churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region. All right, we're back live for the first overtime. Let's hope it's the last. We'll play running time 5 minutes, running time 4 minutes, running time 3 minutes for each of the 3 overtimes before we go to a shootout. Here's Carpenter cutting in on the stick of Sandstrom. Now back Cluck. Holds it, wrist shot, glove save. Clock will run. Clock will run. Guarantees someone's going to scream at the clock guy for sure. Clock, 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 clock. No, it's a running clock. Face off now. This is Kleck. Dawson Kleck. Front. Oh, that hits traffic in front. Good save there by Nevoven. Clock continues to wind. Kleck on the draw. Wins it. Gets it to Stebbins. He does it again. Knocked away. Shot. Blocked away. Chasing it down is Gephardt. Gephardt charges through a couple. Now he goes all the way through. Hard wrist shot. Goes wide. Bangs off hard. Deflects out. Karam's out hot. Gephardt knocked off the puck. That's Robeck banking one off the wall. Another whistle. Clock continues to wind. Punched out. Another offside. Clock continues to wind. Dumped into the zone. Now taking out. Here's Menard. With it. Shot back door. Man wide open. Good hold there by Menard. Back the other way comes Anderson. This is Jack Anderson. Cuts past a man. Loses it by Tolney. Takes it away. He sweeps it out to center. 2:25 to go in the first overtime. Van Bellinger picked off by Menard. Menard will take it wide. Leans in. Looks to find a man. Holds it. Takes his time. Feeds it back to the point. Falling down was rear near. Taken away. Held in. Chasing it is Van Bellinger. Tries to clear it. Gets past Labonte. Sweeping it in is Patolny, taken away. Here comes Stebbins. Stebbins gets it in. Chasing it after it is Naughton. Now Menard again. Dumps it in, chases it down. Chasing it down for Marquette is Sheldon. Holding the zone is Boink. Taken away. Boink gets it back to Carpenter now. Carpenter's trouble. To his forehand. Holds it. Goes for the wraparound. Knocked away. Good play there by Robeck. Gets it out to center. Feeding in. That's offside with 1:10 and counting. Doesn't look like there's going to be a goal scored. I got that feeling. Anyway. Maybe when things open up with the 4-on-4 or the 3-on-3, but 5-on-5 goals have been hard to come by in this game. Dumping it in is Thiesing. Boink slips it around. Picking it up is Thiesing on the shot. That one goes just wide. Holding it is Van Bellinger. Van Bellinger gets it down low. Backhander by Crescent. Crescent gets it back, a wrist shot. That one's blocked. Nice block there by Bink. 23 to go in the first overtime. Crescent feeds front. Naughton with a wrister. Block by Moyer. 12 to go. Naughton with it. In front. Shot. Oh, just over the crossbar and wide. Thiesing keeps it deep. Moyer now with 4 to go. Holds it. Fires one across ice, and that'll do. The first overtime is complete. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll be back here from YHH in just a minute. All right, we're back for overtime number 2. This one's 4-on-4. 4 minutes long. Kleck and Anderson up front. Carpenter and Sheldon up front for Marquette. Moyer slides it across to Gephardt. Carpenter leans in. Nice little dangle. Goes all the way. Shot! And knocked away by Kleck. He had Marsalic beat. Lots more room now for these stars like Anderson and Carpenter to do their business. Shot. Glove saved. Knocked away by Moyer. Here's Anderson. Gets past Gephardt. Stebbins. Shot. Deflected by Anderson. Gets his stick on it. 3:20 to go. Flips it through, knocked down by Gephardt, tries to go around Anderson. Anderson hustles him down. And holding it in is Kleck. Nice play. Kleck tries to dangle, makes another dangle. Eventually, Gephardt shuts the door, rifles one around. That will not go for icing. And the Wildcats get a change. Robeck to Kleck. Kleck gets it in, taken by Gephardt. Gephardt feeds one off the glass. This one will be icing. And we get a whistle with 2:48 to go. Clock ticking. We'll probably drop the puck around 2:33 once the players set themselves. Chronic and Crescent with Van Bellinger and Schroet. They'll take on, I'm guessing Menard will be out there. Yep, Menard and Belkowski. That one's fed, and that'll be icing. Long try for Owen Labonte. Clock keeps ticking. We'll be at about 2:05 when the puck drops. Chronic on the draw. Picking it up. Here comes Bink. Cut off by Crescent. Crescent blows a tire at the red line. Now loose. Now a chance. Here comes Bink. Stops. Holds it. Fires. Loses the puck right as he shot it. Now Crescent with it. Weaving back and forth. Gets to the hash mark at the top of the circle now. With 1:30 to go in the 4-on-4. Stebbins shot. That one bounced right before it got to Niehoven. He made a good save on that one. Chronic lays an elbow. There's going to be a penalty on Minneapolis. We enter the zone. Here's Menard. Holds it. Feeds it high. Wrist shot. Glove save. Marsalek, he jumps on top of it. And Chronic's going to go to the box for an elbowing, which means we'll start the 3-on-3 if there is an elbowing. 4-on-3. And then he'll come onto the ice, go 4-on-4. Timeout taken. Timeout taken. Not sure why Minneapolis would have taken a timeout there. It is a exciting game, to say the least. If you're tuning in from the Upper Peninsula, I hope you've enjoyed our show. Can't say that the Youpers haven't had a blast while they're here. They had a overtime tie, overtime win, and now they're playing in overtime again. Quite the play by Chronic there. Kind of got stood up at the right inside of the blue line and threw the elbow. A little extra elbow there for Rory Chronic. Good call by the officials. Back to the point. One-timer fanned on by Gephardt. He's got it now. Shot. Pad save. Shot. Rebound. Jumping on top of his Marsalek as the clock continues to tick. Face off to the left of Marsalek with 26 to go. On the draw, yes, 26 to go. Anderson gets it, tries to get it out, pokes it. Gephardt pokes it again. Nice play there by Nick Anderson. He'll get it into the zone, tries to toe drag around, taken away. Here comes Moyer. Kyle Moyer, wrist shot, just wide of the net. Picked up by Robeck. He'll ice the puck, and that'll do it for the second overtime. We'll be back here in just a minute as the second period unwinds. We're back live here for the final overtime period. I guarantee that. There might be a shootout. They will skate 4-on-3 because Minneapolis is shorthanded. After the first whistle, they'll reset themselves to 3-on-3. I was down there giving instructions. They will actually have one stop time after that first whistle if there is one. 4-on-3. Here's Kleck. Dumps it in. Bink with it. Feeds Menard. Menard takes it wide. Crosses the line. Runs out of room. Down low behind the net now. Feeds to Gephardt. Gephardt loses it off the heel of his stick. 42 to go in the penalty to Chronic. Carpenter loses his footing. Rifles it down on net. Saving it. Dievhoven. He called icing. And believe it or not, it's a face-off to the left. That's the rule of the game. It's an inadvertent whistle. It's a bad break for Marquette. Clock is running. Clock is running. Don't argue while the clock is running. That's the bad call. It actually turns out about right. Anderson on the draw, picked up by Carpenter. Yes. Cuts in, goes to the backhand. No, he comes out. He got to go out of the box. No, hang on. They were refusing to let the guy out of the box, and they were supposed to let him out. Now they'll skate 3-on-3. Yeah. 3-on-3 now. Yes. It was just a mistake by the box official. It was supposed to be 4-on-4. Todd's going, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah. Shot, Gephardt save. Picked up by Robeck. Robeck cuts the line. 1:21 to go. Shot on. Into the corner. Back out, fed, that one goes wide. Battling for it. Held in. Here comes Gephardt. He's got motor. Feeds one long. That one's going to be icing. With 55 to go. We'll reset about 42 seconds. Shootout looming. Shootout looming. We tried to get rid of the shootout. It just haunts you everywhere you go. 37 to go. Anderson wins the draw. Van Bellinger to Anderson. Here you go. Now you got an odd man. Goes to his back end. Oh, he had the upper corner and just fanned on it with 24 to go. Oh, wow. He had the whole net. They'll line it up. 17 to go. Clock is ticking. Anderson against Carpenter. Anderson gets it. Tries to pass it. Intercepted by Menard. Menard now. He's got Carpenter. Can he find him? Gets him. 3 to go. Shot. Buzzer. That's it for overtime. We'll go to a shootout here from St. Croix Rec. Wow. Unbelievable. 3-man shootout. Or will we skate 2-on-2 for 2 minutes? Why not, right? No, that's a joke. I don't think I've ever dropped the headset during a game. It's been a long time since I've done that. Oh, I remember the last time. Trust me, I remember the last time. We won't repeat it on these airwaves. There was some ill-timed behavior by a few participants in our tournament, and said tournament director had to turn said game off and end said tournament. But we won't relive that one. All right, we're down to the shootout. Rory Chronic, Mr. Elbows, takes the stage for Minneapolis. He'll weave in and out, take it 1-on-0. Here he goes, shot, fake backhand goal. Wow, greasy hands. And the Storm are up 1-0 at the end of the top of the first. Here comes Corbin Gephardt, the hard-shooting, hard-charging defenseman for Marquette. Cuts to his backhand, now back to his forehand. Shot, saved by Marsalek. Luke Marsalek. Now, Nick Anderson goes to his forehand. Now to his backhand. Saved by Nievhoven. Nice save there by Parker. Glove save. And here's Landon Carpenter. To his backhand side. Now a cut to his forehand, shot, and a diving save by Marsalek. He tried to hold him for just a second too long. Marsalek makes the save. Now Kleck can end the game right here for Minneapolis. The Lumberjack Cup on the line. Both Minneapolis players have gone to their backhand. One successful and one a failure. Let's see if Kleck can do it. Goes backhand. Oh, and he goes wide. He had him beat and missed it. It must have just slid off his stick at the last second. And the Wildcats have life. Wow. Now let's see if Marsalek can go 3 for 3 on shootout saves and win it for Minneapolis. Cutting in for Marquette. Here's Lemire. Shot and a goal. Brody Lemire keeps the game alive. Why not? Extra sessions 3 in overtime. Now sudden death shootout. Wow. Here comes John Crossan for the Storm. Goes straight in. Backhand shot. Flips it wide. And now the Wildcats lean on number 8, Luke Menard, who's got 3 goals and an assist already. Let's see if the Wildcats bring the Lumberjack Cup home to Marquette on this goal here. Shot, save, Marsalek. And we go to the 5th inning. Let's see how deep each of these teams can go. This is Jack Anderson, number 6. Starts on his forehand side. Goes backhand, shot, goal. Oh, I don't know. That looked like it went in. Said it hit crossbar. It looked in from this angle. Nobody's complaining. And now here comes Kyle Moyer. Shot, save Marsalek. Kyle Moyer, the defenseman. Dane Roback for Minneapolis. Sweeps in to his backhand side. Fakes a move shot. He stops it off the neck of his stick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And this is Belkowski to his backhand side. Shot. Goal! And the Marquette Junior Wildcats win the Lumberjack Cup. Lucas Belkowski with the top shelf snipe. And they'll bring the trophy back to Michigan with them. Congratulations to both of them. Lucas Landon Carpenter will be our tournament MVP. Thanks for tuning in to today's game.
We'd like to recognize our tournament MVP.